So, fellas, it's your lucky day because I am looking for a boyfriend.
Yeah, it's our lucky
And with
day.
that being said, I have one little requirement. Just one little guy. Just one little thing. You gotta be rich. You gotta have a shit ton of fucking money.
Haha, so funny. Oh my god, guys. Didn't you find the humor just amazing? Just so funny. Just another girl's attempt at humor. Just like all male comedians, she's incredible at making us all laugh. And everything about what she just said was so funny. Not only was it not funny, it was a pure demonstration of women's dualistic mating strategy. Exactly a demonstration of it. So the idea is as follows. When she's young and having her fun, well, then anything goes, right? You can sleep with her for no money. You can, just that she just gets passed around. She's a town bicycle. But then later on, when she's done having her fun, when she's, 28 plus, hitting the wall, and has 2 cats or maybe a kid, well, guess what? Now you are the lucky guy that has to be rich and pay for all her bad decisions. Don't you feel so great, guys? Don't you feel amazing? Wouldn't you love to be that guy? Disaster.
Why do men have this irrational fear that women are going to use them?
Oh my god, what a joke. So why do men have an irrational fear? Irrational that women are going to use them. Okay. Just listen to this, guys. Just listen to this.
Take it for someone who's been married for 10 years. And this is the third year trying to get a divorce. When I got married, we didn't really have money. But I worked my way up, got insurance, vision, dental, medical, everything. Even got Aflac. Come to find out, because all those things I've had, she'd been using up all the benefits. And didn't tell me all about it. She raked up thousands of dollars from Aflac. Took the money out of account, saying that she paid bills with it. It didn't happen. I've been trying to get a divorce for 3 years, and it kept going, postponed. She almost got me fired. Twice. I work 64 hours a week, she works 24, and she has the nerve to ask me to work more hours. And of course, she wants to be clear of all debt, and she wants alimony, child support, everything.
So guys, that is the story of too many men in 2022. You think that you're marrying for love, that all these things are so great, that everything is going to work out, that your ship has finally come home. Then your girl spends your money because my money is my money and your money is our money. She puts you in debt. She almost gets you fired. She gets alimony, child support, and zero debt out of the deal, as well as the house. Guys, do not get married in 2022. Do not cohabitate. Do not have children. In the West, it is a dangerous proposition. You need to change countries if you want to do that. Out of any Western country, hello and welcome. It's the Helios blog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. If you're new to the channel, liking the content, give me a sub, hit all for notifications. Also, if you love my content, please watch to the end of the video. If you're listening on the podcast, give me a 5-star review, give me a follow. If you'd like me to comment on a video, compilation, blog post, Reddit post, send the link to theheliosblog@gmail.com, and please let me know in the comments if you like the background video. This is actually Super Mario 64, the tool-assisted speedrun, 100%, so they get all the stars. So again, this is just something visually for you to look at while the video is paused. So let me know if you like that. Again, check it out. It has more than 1 million views on YouTube. Okay, let's continue.
I got played by a guy that wanted me first. Woo! I got ghosted by my boyfriend of 8 months. Woo! Guys only want me for my ass. Woo! Both the guys I were talking to got girlfriends. Woo! The last guy I hooked up with doesn't remember my name. Woo!
So guys, notice something. Notice something. Every single guy in these videos that these girls refer to, these are the guys they choose. They choose the guys with girlfriends. They choose the guys that don't give a damn. They choose the guys that ghost them. They choose that. And notice their ages. Notice, they're the gorgeous 18 to 23-year-old girls. This is their choice. This is what they do. And then they complain about those men that they choose. It's everything in an attempt to not take responsibility for their own poor decisions. Anything to not be blamed for the terrible outcomes that they're going to have in the future. And I'll bet you that these girls, they have many of these guys that they've been with, not just one. So just think about it. They use their most beautiful years wasting their time on, you know, these chads. And then you are expected to take care of them, to buy them nice things, to save them from their bad decisions later, to marry them, to pay for them, to give them your house, and to give them the children and pay for them while they go and sleep with more chads. Is that who you want to have? Guys, I'm telling you, this is why so many men are walking away. It's because the world, 2022, the modern world, does not favor men. And certain decisions are going to destroy you. You need to understand that. Otherwise, you're going to have a very, very bad time. All right, let's continue.
I just got a boyfriend.
Wow. Yeah. And you see, that is an example. That is an example of birds of a feather flock together. You see? So if your girl has single female friends, what they're going to do is they are going to sabotage her. They're going to tell her, boo, you have a boyfriend? No. Be strong and independent like us. Sleep around with Chad like us. And your relationship is doomed from the beginning. Because the girl is going to constantly be poisoned by her friends. Do you want that? That's why one of the relationship rules is no female friends that are single. Because they're going to say, what do you mean you can't go to girls' night out? You know, etc. So they're going to poison your girl against you. And then what? Then you don't even have a relationship. Okay, let's continue.
Just f***ing with him, I got nothing to do. And
This is how many guys the girl has on Snapchat. This is how many guys the girl has on Snapchat. This is how many guys she has on Snapchat, and each of them has sent her a message. Think about what that means. If your girl is attention seeking like this, she is not your girl. She is for the streets. She belongs to every man. All right. I don't know if you've heard the meme that she belongs to the streets, but there you go. All right. Here's the article. Advice for dominant women in relationships. We're just transitioning to an article now. We'll go back to that in a sec. Due to womanism and pop culture, more women than ever are dominants, in quotes. There are women that act as though they're men and seem to have the same life goals as men. Let me explain why dominant women exist and what outcomes they're going to have. Okay, here we go. So, womanism and dominant women. As I previously mentioned, womanism and pop culture teaches women to be boss babes and strong, independent women. They hold this as a mark of pride. Many modern women are clueless that the very behaviors that make them boss babes or strong and independent are the ones that push men of value away toward more feminine women. So here is the choice between an attractive alpha or a loyal beta. So the reason why so many modern women today are dominant types is because of solipsism. They want a man who's dominant, masculine, assertive, and independent, and believe that men want the same in women. They thus make themselves into the very man they want. These are the women who tattoo themselves, do martial arts, drive motorcycles, and have high-powered careers. What these women don't realize is that men are not interested in this. An attractive alpha male wants to be the head of his relationship. He wants to be the dominant. This means that a man of value would absolutely clash with a dominant woman and has no interest in that. The obvious conclusion is that the only kind of man a boss babe, in quotes, can have a relationship with is a beta male. Most women are repulsed by beta males who need a mommy to tell them what to do effectively. Alpha males will not be commanded. And women can only be in charge of one type of relationship. As I've said, boss women, in quotes, can only be in charge of one type of relationship. They can only be in charge of a quote-unquote equal relationship. In an equal relationship, both the man and the woman make about the same amount of money, and the woman tends to be more masculine while the man is more feminine, or at least henpecked until he is by his wife's masculinity. The problem is that women are repulsed by beta males, the only type of males that enter into equal relationships. This means that modern culture has raised women who can only be with the very men they despise. As a result, many modern women don't end up with a man at all. All the men they want to be with are repulsed by their masculinity, and all of the men that want them, they are unattracted to. This is the real reason why so many women end up alone. They're raised to be repulsive to the very men they want by the dominant culture, which is womanism and the matriarchy. So, proper gender roles. For proper gender roles, men need to be men and women need to be women. This means that the man has to be the protector and provider, and the woman needs to be the helpmate and caretaker. So the man should have the following: money, status, and physical fitness. And the woman should have the following: physical fitness plus youth, femininity, submissiveness, bedroom fun, loyalty, and cooperation. If men and women were taught the proper roles, and not the garbage that the modern world teaches, that men and women are the same, everyone would have a much better time. Men and women would be attractive and attracted to each other, and would be encouraged to form families and have children that don't have genetic defects. And the reason I'm talking about genetic defects is because these women, they go for beta males when they're 35 plus, when their children are more likely to have birth defects. That's what I'm getting at there. Okay, back to the video. Here we go. I do not accept a coffee or walk as a possible date option.
Possible date option, and neither should you. First of all, I'm not.
Yeah, so why? Why do women not accept this, okay? And by the way, coffee and walk are the most common, they're actually the dates that I recommend as the first date always. And why? Why do I say that you should do a coffee or a walk date? The reason is because it doesn't cost money. So if the girl agrees to go on such a date with you, what it means is that she's actually interested in you. If she refuses to go on such a date with you, it means that she's in it for the money. She's not in it for you. She's not actually interested in you. And so this girl here, we can see by her appearance, you see how she's using a ton of makeup. She's not using filters, but she looks to be above the age of 28. So this girl is post-war, and based on the background of her video, she's in a house. Probably she is one of those strong independent woman types that's 30 plus. Basically, this girl is in the zone of her life where she's done having her fun and she's ready to settle down, right? And so she's looking for a man to save her from bad decisions. And so she's selecting men based purely on their income, because she's not actually looking for physical attraction or genuine attraction. What she's looking for is a meal ticket. And so you need to avoid women like this like the plague. And a really great way is actually to just ask to go on a walk or a coffee date. Because if she is the type of girl that's only looking for a meal ticket, they will avoid you, right? They will purposely, they won't go for you because they know you're not, it starts with an S and ends with a P. You're not one of those guys. So she knows you can't be used. She knows you're not a useful idiot. And so she's going to go to a useful idiot, right? And men, my recommendation for you is not to be a useful idiot. Okay, let's see. So she says she's not a dog that needs to be walked. And second, she has a Nespresso machine at home, which works fabulous. And we're not doing drinks either. You're going to try and get me drunk and take me back home. You see how the girl is telling on herself? When she was young, 18 to 23, in the prime of her life, you know, when she had a maximum bedroom fun agency, then she went on these dates where the guys were getting her drunk, taking her home, going on walks and coffee dates, you see? But now she's done having her fun and she's ready to settle down. we're doing dinner. You're going to pick me up and we're going to come to the restaurant. We're going to see your table manners. We're going to see what you order. We're going to see you do your, how you hold your chopsticks correctly. You see what I'm saying? We're just going to, you know, study you a bit. Yeah, so again, what is the purpose of this? The purpose of this is the girl is trying to see if you're a good, useful idiot for her. That's the idea. Okay, so dinner it is. Yeah. Wouldn't you love to be the lucky guy that saves the girl from her poor decisions? Wouldn't you love to be that guy? Yeah, me neither. All right, let's go on to our fake Tinder profile. So again, guys, you could just Google Tinder profile woman on Google Images. This is where I got them from. Again, they're not real. These ones are just jokes. And the reason I'm using them is because even in jokes, there's a lot of truth that we can learn from. Okay? So, this isn't her real name either. So she's 22 years old. And her profile says this: I've learned that men have two emotions, horny and hungry. If I see you without an erection, I'll make you a sandwich. So what's the idea, guys? So the idea is that 22-year-old girls in the prime of their life, girls that are at their maximum sexual agency, right? These girls, they will be submissive for Chad, right? You see, because that's who she's talking about. Because we know by Tinder statistics that the only guys that girls choose are Chad, right? The top 10% of men. And sometimes it's even lower than the top 10%. So, and this is how she behaves for Chad. But for you, later on, she's going to behave like the girl on the TikTok. You see? Well, I mean, not necessarily for you, because a lot of men are smart enough to know that getting into long-term relationships with a girl like this is doomed from the beginning, and it's stupid, and they don't do it, right? But anyway, so there you go. Okay, back to the video here. Okay, let's see. If there's music, I have to mute it.
Hi guys, just a daily reminder that I ain't never seen a man that I fucking need, bitch. You're all replaceable, don't ever get too comfortable, and don't ever think otherwise.
Wow, so you see, guys, when girls are in their rock star phase, when they're 18 to 23, this is what they think of men. You're replaceable, I can drop you, you know, at the turn of a hat, you know, you're useless to me, you know, you're just for bedroom fun. Now, again, these girls that are acting like this, right? These are the very girls I talk about when I say it's not impressive that girls can sleep with any man they want, right? That they can pull any guy. Because a girl thinking like this is not attractive. A girl acting like this ruins herself in the future. Because she is thinking as a man does. A man who's a player, right? So the player is like, you're all replaceable, I don't really care. One of you is much like the other. I can sleep with you or I can sleep with you, I don't really care. It's a great attitude to have as a guy, you know, if you're choosing to date. But if a girl has this attitude, what happens? She sleeps with Chad 1, she sleeps with Chad 2, she sleeps with Chad 3, she sleeps with a million Chads. And when it's time for her to actually have a relationship, you know, when her biology tells her that her clock is running out, right? Then she turns around and says, no, my past doesn't matter. I used to treat men as replaceable, but you are special. And then it ends up with divorce. You pay the girl alimony, child support. You give her your house. And she ends up as a single mother with cats and boxed wine. That's what this attitude leads to. So no, this is terrible. And imagine, girls are watching this and they're learning from this. So more and more women in 2022, what they're learning is how to act as men do. So this is what womanism has done, right? And then what? What is the result for society? The result for society is the marriage rate is 6 out of 1,000. Single mothers are like everywhere. Children grow up without fathers. Children grow up in terrible conditions, not knowing how to be masculine, and society crumbles, right? So you can't have a belief set like this. Where is the girl's mom telling her? Where is the girl's grandmother telling her? Where is the girl's father telling her? Where is the girl's brother telling her that this is destructive? Where are they? You see? All that society is telling this girl is, you go, girl. You're strong and independent. Your actions don't have consequences. You're beautiful at any size. You can do whatever you want. Like, do you see what I'm saying, guys? It's utterly ridiculous.
You're a guest in this household, and you can be kicked out just as quickly as you were welcomed in. Thank you.
Such a nice girl. Wouldn't you love to have the opportunity to date a girl like this? Disaster.
Here are my red flags with men. Number 1.
Number 1, golf. Golf is a red flag. Number 2, blonde. That's a red flag. Oh, by the way, red flag, look at her right hand. You see that she has a tattoo on her hand? Yeah, that implies she has many tattoos. By the way, every tattoo you can see on a girl is an end count of 5. Blonde is a red flag. Okay, next. Christian. Apparently these are red flags. Okay. Next red flag. Likes America. Ooh, terrible. And next. Doesn't support bimbos. Wow. Okay, so these five red flags. She's just telling on herself, right? This is the guy that she got alpha widowed by. She got alpha widowed by a blonde Christian guy that loves America, who, you know, isn't starts with an S and ends with a P, and who plays golf. So a guy with money. This is who she got alpha widowed by, and so now she's going and telling all the people on TikTok who, like, what the deal is. Hilarious. All right, it's time for our article. 50 body acceptance New Year's resolutions that don't involve dieting. So guys, you cannot make this shit up. So this is just like, how can we rationalize eating McDonald's every day, right? How can we rationalize not taking care of our bodies? How can we rationalize not exercising, you know? How can we rationalize eating one vegan meal a week, you know, and then eating like fried chicken the rest of the time, but that's okay, you know, because I'm supposedly eating healthy. Okay. Cool. Let's read them here. So 50 options that are actually centered on taking care of your body, okay? All right. Number 1. I'll avoid stepping on a scale because that number tells me nothing about my health or happiness. Sorry, this is called, I believe the 2022 term for this is cope. Okay, number 2. In fact, maybe someday this year, I'll throw my scale out completely or smash it to bits, which I have to admit looks like fun. Right, because knowing your weight and taking care of yourself, making sure that you're at a healthy BMI, yeah, that's terrible. Throw your scale out the window. Girls, do it. Beautiful at any size. Number 3, okay, I'll cut up my measuring tape too, or at least move it to my sewing kit where it's actually useful. Right, because measuring yourself and like your measurements so that you actually look fit and are attractive. Yeah, that no, we can't do that. No, can't do that. That's terrible. That's M word. That's A word. Number 4, I'll eat in ways that feel good to me. Noting that sometimes these ways include ice cream. Oh my god, guys. Like, of course you can eat ice cream, right? But how about you count your calories? How about you weigh yourself? How about you measure the amount you're eating so that you don't get to be 400 pounds? Like the other girl that we were reading about, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever. The girl that was like, I'm a size 24, but I'm healthy. Like, pfft. You're supposed to be size 4 to 6. I'll stop associating my self-worth with how good or healthy or raw or whatever the F word I ate the day before was. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter if it's good, healthy, or raw, to be honest. Like, all that actually matters is calories in versus calories out. So, as a girl, it depends on your size, right? But you're going to need probably 1,400, 1,500 calories a day. Like, 1,800 is too many if you're 5'2". 2,000 is definitely way too many. Like, you shouldn't be eating as a guy, as a girl. You shouldn't. It's too much. All right, number 6. I'll remove words like sinful and gluttonous from my vocabulary unless I'm actually talking about mistakes of biblical proportions and not food. Right, so what's the implication? Girls can eat however much they want and there's nothing wrong with that. Well, no. There is technically nothing morally wrong with that, true, but actions have consequences. If you're going to eat above what you need to maintain your weight, well, guess what? You're going to gain weight, and if you gain too much weight, you're going to be unattractive to literally everyone, men and women alike. You're going to be unattractive in society. That's how it goes. Like, how about somebody tells you the truth for once? I will order dessert when I want to, not because I feel like it or because I feel like I can't. Like, so if you feel like it, you'll order dessert. So if you see you've gained 20 pounds, you're going to keep ordering dessert? Like what is this? I will remind my friends that they can do the same. Birds of a feather flock together, or in this case, belugas of a feather, I guess. Number 9, I'll try to remind my friends that, damn it, if you're going to drink soda, it may as well not be diet, because that crap isn't particularly healthy for you either and has a weird aftertaste. Empty calories be damned. No. If you're drinking 2 liters of Mountain Dew, eating all the crap you want, eating ice cream all the time, you're going to be 400 pounds. You're going to be a size 44. I will never ever talk negatively about food or bodies, including my own, in front of children, and I won't let others in my presence do so either. Oh yeah, let's become just one of those people that, you're fat shaming! How dare you tell me that I'm overweight? How dare you tell me that I need to be healthier? Okay, if you want your heart to explode at 48, fine. Instead of using my body as a site for comparison, I'll use it as a source of inspiration. I feel great about my body. You can too. Oh my god. Okay, number 12. This is all we're going to get through today. I'll go through all of my closets and drawers and take out every article of clothing that I keep promising to myself I'll squeeze back into someday, and I'll donate them to charity. So it's just like, allow yourself to get fat. And I'll bet too, one of these resolutions is, if I'm in a relationship, I'm not required to stay a certain weight. I'm just gonna balloon up into size 46, and it's all fine. Okay. Thank you, womanism. Thank you, fat acceptance. It's totally not ruining the ability for women to get into relationships at all. Okay. We're going to end the video there. Again, guys, if you're new to the channel, liking the content, please hit the sub button, hit all for notifications. If you're watching on the podcast, give me a 5-star review, give me a follow. If you agree or disagree with my commentary, please, that's what the comment section is for. Again, please let me know if you like in the background, the speedruns playing. This one is the Super Mario 64 120-star speedrun, made by a tool-assisted speedrun. You can look it up on YouTube. It has more than 1 million views. And check them out if you like it. And thank you so much for watching, especially if you've made it to the end of the video. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much again, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please remember to do all of the following. Like the video for the algorithm. Comment on the video. I respond to all comments and I'll give you a heart. Subscribe and hit the bell so you can see my content on your feed. Check out all of my content on other platforms. It spreads the reach of the channel. YouTube, bit.ly/heliosyoutube. Rumble, bit.ly/heliosrumble. My blog is realheliosblog.com. My podcast, bit.ly/heliospodcast. My Patreon, patreon.com/theheliosblog. You can also support the show at bit.ly/heliosdonations and buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. Thank you so much for all of your support.